So it looks like we are getting the second coming of Cartoon Network or Boomerang because MeTV just announced that they are creating a brand new 24-hour channel just for classic cartoons. This is a personal dream come true. It's no secret that I'm a big classic cartoon fan. Obviously, I love when Cartoon Network was first announced and had the classic cartoons. Love when Boomerang came out. They've constantly changed since then, but now we're going back to the old school with this channel. MeTV Toons is gonna be all classic cartoons from back in the day. And we're talking all the way back old school Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, to even some stuff that's like from the 80s and 90s. It's just showing a wide history of classic cartoons. So just a quick back history on how this all came about. So there is a channel called MeTV. They call this an over-the-air TV network, which means it's not a streaming service. You just basically need your television and a digital antenna and you can get the channel. And MeTV is kind of like old school TV land. It's a home for classic television. They show a lot of old reruns of television shows. So on the MeTV channel, they have a segment called Tune In With Me. It's been this block of classic cartoons, usually Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, Popeye, that kind of stuff. So that part of the network has been proving to be very, very popular. So they were like, you know what? Let's get some more cartoons and let's just start a whole 24-hour cartoon channel. They made a trailer to announce this channel, which has a bunch of cartoon characters in it. So let's check out that trailer and see who might be showing up on MeTV Toons. Starting off with Top Cat. All right. Yogi Bear. All right. Of course, the Looney Tunes. Johnny Quest. Okay. Roadrunner. Release the Cat vs. Acme. Bugs Bunny. Got the Flintstones. Fear Underdog is here. Betty Boop. The Jetsons. Woody Woodpecker. Magilla Gorilla. Popeye. Tom and Jerry. Speed Racer. Casper the Friendly Ghost. Oh my gosh. Wow. The Smurfs. Yeah, baby. Scooby-Doo. Rocky and Bullwinkle. Tom and Jerry again. The Looney Tunes again. MeTV Toons. Wow. They got everybody. It's an all-star cast. Look at all these names. Oh my gosh. Wow. And it keeps going. Tom and Jerry, Popeye, Top Cat, Woody Woodpecker, Bugs Bunny and Friends, Speed Racer, Underdog, Josie and the Pussycats, Secret Squirrel, Johnny Quest, Scooby-Doo, the Flintstones, Rocky and Bullwinkle, the Jetsons, Magilla Gorilla, the Smurfs, Yogi Bear, Freakazoid, Betty Boop, Huckleberry Hound, Casper the Friendly Ghost, Inspector Gadget, Touche Turtle, Wacky Races. They also released this graphic that showed some of the cartoons that are going to be showing up on MeTV Toons, and it is across the board, and it's awesome. Okay, we got Heathcliff, Two Stupid Dogs, Wile E. Coyote, Tasmanian Devil, Woody Woodpecker, Roadrunner, Betty Boop, Wally Gator. We got Dick Dastardly from the Wacky Races. Freakazoid is gonna be on this thing. That's awesome. Dino Mutt. What's his name? Petey Puma. A whole lot of lumps. I think that's the GoBots. The GoBots are gonna be in this thing. That's what's the name of that show? It was on Kids WB. Shaolin Showdown. I think that's what that is. Popeye, the Jetsons. Yosemite Sam, Richie Rich, Touche Turtle, Huckleberry Hound, Quickie Koala, Droopy, Papa Smurfs. The Smurfs gonna be on there. Flintstone. There's two Flintstone pictures. There's one in the Flintstones Christmas Carol for some reason, and then the Flintstones are in there later. But that's all cool. I don't know what is that Moby Dick. I don't know what that one is. But Scooby and Scrappy Doo, Bugs Bunny, the Flintstones, Droopy, and I love that he's dressed as Droopy Master Detective because that was a show of its own. So I'm wondering if they're gonna get not only classic Droopy cartoons, but also Droopy Master Detective, which means that Tom and Jerry Kids, which was where Droopy and Dribble spun off of with Droopy Master Detective, that might be in there too. Porky Pig, Foghorn Leghorn, who's having a huge resurgence because of his memes. I say, boy, like, you gotta use your full power there, Goku. So he's gonna be on there. Rocky and Bullwinkle, of course. All right, this is random. I had to look at this one and search and be like, I think I know what this is. And I looked it up and I think I'm right. I think that's the classic Abbott and Costello cartoons. There was a lot of cartoons back in the day, even the old school days, where they would turn famous people into cartoons. So Abbott and Costello had a cartoon, Three Stooges had one, the Beatles had one, Jackson 5 had one. So it's possible that that's what that is. I think that's what that is. Captain Caveman. Now this one shocked me. The Mask animated series is one of the possible shows that's gonna be on MeTV Toons. That's really cool because I haven't seen that cartoon in a long time, and I don't think that is available anywhere, like on streaming or anything like that. So that's really awesome. You got Johnny Quest, Frankenstein Jr., Baby Looney Tunes, but I'm hoping Tiny Toons gets thrown in there as well. Magilla Gorilla, and of course the OGs, Tom and Jerry. That is a lot of cartoons. And they're saying that's not all of them. They're saying that they got more than that coming out. They already had a deal with Warner Brothers to show like the classic Looney Tunes and stuff like that. But with this launch of MeTV Toons, they basically went out to a bunch of studios that they know that own classic cartoons and worked out deals with all of them to get the rights to use those cartoons on their network. Check out this list: Warner Brothers, MGM, Paramount, Fleischer Studios, Walter Lantz Productions, Terry Toons, United Productions of America, J. Ward Productions, Hanna-Barbera Studios, Universal Studios, and Columbia Pictures. Basically almost everybody but Disney. Pretty much everybody but Disney that has a cartoon could possibly be on here. I think I even read somewhere that they already talking about the real Ghostbusters possibly airing on this thing. So that's really cool. All those studios, whatever cartoons that they have ownership to, there's a possibility that this channel now can show it. That's awesome. They also said they're gonna be working with animation historian Jerry Beck and the voice of Porky Pig, Bob Bergen, on this thing. And they did say there might be some original programming, but if it is, it's gonna be like history documentary type of style programming. They have no wants or intentions to ever make their own original cartoons. They have made it clear this channel is 100% only about showing classic cartoons. And if any new content is made, it's only to be made to celebrate the classic cartoons or talk about the history of the classic cartoons. And if the channel pops up in your neck of the woods, all you need is a digital antenna to watch it. You don't have to pay anything extra for it. But they did say that they are looking into possibly putting them on free ad-supported services. So it's possible that this might show up on like a Pluto or Tubi. I think that MeTV is on a streaming service called Friendly TV, so it might end up there. I'm really hoping they put it on like Pluto or Tubi or something like that, because I would love to just watch this channel, have it on all the time. If this ends up being as awesome as it sounds, I will probably never watch a new show ever again because I love my cartoons and it's so cool to have so many cartoons in one place. And I think this is a great idea, especially if a lot of these cartoons are just sitting there on the shelf, not really doing anything with them. Why not have them on here? Why not have a channel where they can just be in rotation and we can watch it at any time on here? I'm hoping that they have some kind of complimentary on-demand service. It'd be really cool to see some of these cartoons on your own time when you want to. But the fact that it's a free channel and you can watch these cartoons on there, that's really cool. I think it's gonna be great because I feel like this is going to allow not only a celebration of the cartoons that we know and love for years, but I think this is a good opportunity. Some of those cartoons that we grew up with, but we just don't see as much very often, like the fact that they have Freakazoid on there, the Mask animated series on there, even going back to like I said, the Abbott and Costello cartoon possibly. It will be interesting to see if they unearth some old cartoons that we haven't thought about for a long time, and then all of a sudden it shows up on here, and it's like, boom, wow, I forgot about that show. Let's watch that again. That would be awesome. As you can tell, I am very, very excited for this because I miss this type of cartoon channel. Something about that old school era of Cartoon Network and Boomerang that just felt so good. And I feel like if this plays it off right, it could give me that similar vibe, and I'm very excited for that. Cartoon, animation, it just has such a wonderful history of decades of how awesome it is. And it's really interesting to see the type of cartoons that were popping up in the Looney Tunes classic era, in the 60s, 70s, and then of course in the 80s and 90s. It's just interesting to see how all of these cartoons have evolved over time, and yet how some of them are still very timeless in their humor or their style, or even if they are nostalgic, it's a throwback nostalgia of just appreciating what animators do, what voice actors do, people, people who are dedicated to making fun entertainment for you is the reason why some of these cartoons are so special to you, and we think so much of them, whether we grew up with them, find them out later, whatever. So I think this is coming at a really good time to just appreciate animation in general. So hopefully that will carry over to appreciating animation in present day, and possibly releasing a movie that one of the characters that's on this list has sitting in the Warner Brothers shelf, ready to be watched. Maybe they'll put it on here. MeTV Toons. Since you are going to have all these classic cartoons, why don't you just, when you go pick up the Looney Tunes library from Warner Brothers, when you pick that up for your channel, just see where Cat versus Acme is, and just maybe, scoop that up. Be a prime time presentation. This channel is launching, I believe, June 25th of 2024, and it's gonna go strong 24 hours, nothing but cartoons. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know what cartoons you're excited to see on this channel. And let me know what cartoons you hope to see on this channel that maybe hasn't been mentioned yet. And thank you for watching a grown man get excited about a channel full of cartoons.